Hey everyone, welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. I'm your girl Monica, along with my fabulous co-hosts, the beautiful Monique Kelly, the inquisitive John Yates, the hilarious Amir Yes, and the man with the master plan that gets the party started, DJ Richie Sky.
Hey.
So today we are recapping the Real Housewives of New York. And we have so much to get into. Leah's married to the mob party, aka Ramona's ambush. Luann is writing a book, and Dorinda celebrates her birthday with the cocaine cowboy John himself. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, y'all.
She is so shady.
A website called All About the Tea.
She told All About the Tea that during the fight,
All right.
That intro gives me chills.
I love that.
Me too. I have goosies, and I feel like I'm part of something important. I don't know. That made me feel good.
You are. This is important.
Right?
Yeah, you are. All right, y'all. So that was a little doozy of an episode, wasn't it? So the episode begins with Ramona digging through her closet to find something to wear to Leah's married to the mob anniversary party. She pulls out a pair of shiny pants and shows them off to her dog for approval. The dog.
She needs a man.
She does. Oh my goodness, poor thing. And then we catch up with Sonia Morgan. You know, she's in her tiny apartment, bossing an intern around as, per usual.
What do these interns do? I don't understand.
How do they fit in the apartment?
I know. I feel so sorry for them. This one, she flew in from Mexico, because she's sprucing up Grey Gardens in order to, rent it out or sell it because she wants to unload Grey Gardens, get it off of her books, and she's tired of all the hassle with all that stuff.
No, that's major though, Monica, because think about how far she come when she was holding on to that house. It was falling apart. So the fact that she's finally about to sell it, that is huge. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah,
me too.
That's finally.
She needs to go on $1 million listing. I think she needs a little help from Frederick or, maybe Steve Gold. She likes a good looking man. So maybe Steve Gold can get in there and sell it for her.
I agree.
A little crossover would be good, wouldn't it? And Josh Altman's been appearing on a bunch of shows, even YouTube channels lately. So yeah, definitely.
Oh, he's so overexposed. He's overexposed. Camera film, honey. It's camera film. You open it, it overexposes.
Oh my God. I like John. He was on Married to Medicine LA. Then I saw him over on the Ace Family channel. I said, oh my God, he gets around, doesn't he?
Do you like him, Monica? You called him John and not Josh, so you don't really like him that much. Come on, Monica. Come on. I'm kidding.
Last night, Josh, but I like Josh. I do.
Kidding.
John's here. Let's add. I know. I love you too. Let's add John. That's what I was thinking of, John.
Hello.
Hello.
I have to say that maybe when Sonia sells the house, she could do like Garcelle did, and Garcelle lives in Calabasas or Hidden Hills for the record, not Rancho Cucamonga. I have to make that correction.
I like Rancho Cucamonga so much better, though.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, the house kind of looks like it belongs there. Garcelle. Maybe she needs to upgrade for next season. I like Garcelle, but she needs a little upgrade for next season.
Well, she got a new job, so maybe she'll get a new house.
Okay.
Yes, the coin has to match. It has to match.
She could be the queen of Rancho Cucamonga. Just saying. Like, listen.
True. Facts. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So over at Dorinda's apartment, she and her domestic Len, I hate saying that word, Len, have put up a pale pink Christmas tree. Taking a break, Dorinda calls Luann to see if she got the invite for the upcoming party. Luann drops by. Speaking of Luann, she drops by and they rehash the drama with Dorinda in Mexico. Ramona says Dorinda blows up and she needs to fix it. Okay, Ramona, but are we going to address the poop that spontaneously blows out of your ass? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
I just wanted to comment on Dorinda's socks. Like, she loves those Gucci socks. She wears those in every scene. And I just love how much she loves holidays. And we're going to miss that. She loves her birthday. She loves Christmas. She loves Halloween. I'm going to miss that. But the episode really set it up for us to kind of give Dorinda the heave-ho.
Mm-hmm.
I was so sad because I was like, this is the end of an era. And she wears Gucci. She was wearing St. John, relaxing in the bed. I mean, I'm going to miss her, even though she's been a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs this season. This makes me sad.
Yeah, it's hard watching this episode with the knowledge that she is no longer with us in that sense. Really hard.
It is.
And I love her Gucci socks. I live for them. I literally just had to buy some today just because I saw her in hers last night. I did. I'm not even lying. I'm not lying.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Get it.
I'm going to miss the Bluestone Manor. I mean, those Christmas parties were classic, right?
No more Berkshires.
So do you guys think that she's going to be back at all, like as a a guest, or is like she not going to be around at all next season? Yeah,
she'll be back. She'll be back. She'll either rent out that Bluestone Manor because she knows she's going to need some coin, so she can Airbnb it for the ladies.
There it is.
That's an idea.
Hey guys, I just want to acknowledge a few people in the chat already. Can we just do a quick roll call? Hey, Rashida, Heidi, Rika, Mabel King, Alicia, Jamal, Dalvin, my moderator. Shout out to the moderator. Thank you. Stephanie, Olympia, Sharon, Singe 51 595, Tease T. Hey girl. Caden, Electronic Mike, Tarisha, Deborah, Jamal again. Hey guys, we just want to say welcome. Thank you.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey, and Jean Wilson too. Jean's always good to us. Hi, Jean.
Yes. Hi, Jean. How could I forget hi, Jean? Of course. Sharon, Victoria, Morgan. Welcome, y'all. Okay, so Dorinda.
Monica, before you move on, I have a quick question. Someone in the comments was like, Garcelle's kids are almost grown. They're like 12. I don't know, almost grown.
She must come from a real progressive household. That's all.
Wait, I think she has another son or something.
She does.
Right?
She does.
Mm-hmm. She does have an adult. Because she's 53. I mean, she looks good for her age.
Good. Wow.
She's up there. She had those babies kind of late in her 40s, right? Ooh.
That's our baby. That's our baby.
That's all right. That's all right, baby. Hey, got to do it sometime.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
Nothing wrong with that.
Great to get unfrozen.
Yes, honey. Yes. Oh, hi, Sweet Cookie. Sweet Cookie, Shade D. Love her. Hello.
Cookie.
Sweet Cookie. Shout out to Sweet Cookie. She's in the building, y'all. Okay. So Ramona dives deep into Dorinda's drinking problem and anger. Do y'all really think Ramona cares about Dorinda's drinking, or is it just something to talk about so it takes you the focus away from her pooping everywhere and her drinking?
The latter.
Which one's the latter? The first thing or the second thing?
The second.
The latter?
The former would have been the first.
Got it.
So I think that there's really a concern there.
Yes. Thank you, DJ.
But I do think that Ramona uses it though.
Yeah.
And think about it. Dorinda's been, she loves her martinis. And no one ever said anything until this season when she has spiraled out of control. Don't forget, Bethany brought this up 3 seasons ago and they all defended her. But now it's like she's indefensible at the moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And sometimes you lash out when you're upset. And I actually have a friend, lucky or unlucky, that's very similar to Ramona. She is so there for you in so many ways, but also will put you down and kind of do character assassination. And I think that's what's hard about Ramona. It's hard, like this friend of mine will be like, oh, you look cute in that top. And then later will be like, you looked a little fat. And you're like, wait a second, what is it? So I think Ramona's just shady, and she almost like Luann said, she doesn't know what she's saying. Like, or that was Leah. She's like, oh, Leah, I thought your mom was going to be simple. It's like, don't say that. Like, Jesus Christ.
I know.
So is Ramona kind of like a Regina George, like in a way?
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah, she always puts her foot in her mouth. Yeah. But she really doesn't care. So Lou tells her that Elise is invited to Leah's party. And Ramona takes off to the bathroom like a bat out of hell. And the producers, yell, cut! Get your ass back here, girl. And
oh, God. I loved her. She's like, sushi, do you love the sushi? Do you love the sushi? I have to pee. I was like, Jesus Christ. My God.
I have a problem with this, though.
Break it down.
I have a problem with Ramona, who is a seasoned housewife who brings a friend on. I mean, Housewives is about, I don't want to say owning it because I hate that damn phrase, but Housewives is about resolving issues, right? So you can't just say, like, I'm not gonna partake in any of the resolution here because I'm above it. I don't want any drama. So every time somebody mentions Elise's name, you're just going to act like they didn't say it. You're going to change the subject. No, that's not cool. We can't do that. This is not your show.
See, I have a different take on it because I hear what you're saying about resolving the problem, but I feel like Elise is a social climber. I feel like she came on the show and, Ramona brought her in and now she's trying to dominate her friends and be a social climber. That's what I have a problem with.
Wait. I have to rebuttal with that.
Okay.
A couple of things. Dorinda has let us know that they all had relationships with Elise. She was just listed as Ramona's friend. Sonia's known her for 15 years? Dorinda has known her for a very long time. So it wasn't as though Ramona just brought her in and she just started climbing to everybody else. Remember Barbara from last year? The problem with Barbara was that she stuck only by Luann. She did not mix in with any of the other ladies.
That's true.
So Elise did the right thing. She stood by her friend, but she also made relationships with the other ladies visible on the screen so that it could have actually led her into getting a full-time role. I think Ramona got mad and said, she's filming with other people and not just with me. Oh, no. You're not a good friend, because there's no other way or any other reason for her to dismiss her that way.
But I think Elise, once we started getting on the show, then she started throwing Ramona under the bus and being like, whatever. And even like dancing at her party with the girls and being extra thirsty. I'm not saying she needs to kiss Ramona's butt, but I am saying she did come off to me a little social climbing and quick to get on the Ramona wagon.
But Monique, remember, she also went off camera and talked to Ramona. So I think that if she had done that on camera, I would have agreed with you. But the fact that she went off camera and she tried with Ramona at that club on Halloween and Ramona shut her down and was like not talking to her, I thought that really showed Ramona's true colors. It was like, I'm not going to acknowledge you even when there's no cameras. Like, and
Elise has the text messages to prove that Ramona was communicating her and telling her, producers think you're doing a great job. Come back. It's literally on her Instagram. So Ramona is no. She's not to be trusted.
I don't get Ramona. I think she's just weird and shady and gets very jealous. I think she might be a little jelly of Elise because she thought that she would literally be in the shadows. And in Ramona's mind, she just got a little bit too much of airtime. And it was like, hold up, bitch. You're pushing it now. This
right.
is a little bit too much for me. I'm feeling some type of way.
Absolutely. She said, hold up, bitch. You ain't trying this. And y'all, remember the reunion when Ramona slipped up and said my show and Andy Cohen had to correct her and say, not your
Bethany's show?
He hates that.
Is that Bethany's show?
Famous last words. Vicky said the same thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And he doesn't like that. Any one housewife.
No,
she
does not like that. Y'all, what about Newport? I just wanted to clarify what you all thought of this. I think that that's where Ramona started to not like Elise, because Elise kind of was with Team Ramona against Leah, but then kind of understood Leah's perspective and started to go the other way. So I think that's where the rift happened in their friendship. Because I think Ramona was like, you need to have my back. Forget about Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think that's where it was?
Yeah.
She didn't like her playing the middle. She didn't like her. Ramona you don't even have to do anything to Ramona. You could just sit there and just be a brunette or a blonde. And she's like, I'm not feeling it.
Luann did say though in that scene, she said that Elise never came off like a girl's girl. Luann saw something in her too that was shady.
She did say that.
Ramona?
I know, right? Yeah. Does Marone, is she a girl?
She's not at all. Neither of them are. Luann would push her own mother in front of a bus to get to the next pirate. Who are we joking?
Or to get to a microphone.
Are we joking?
Right, hello.
Hello. We need to get her one of those tiny microphones you can carry around.
I mean, I think she's like Barbara Streisand at this point.
Happy birthday to
I need to know what was going on with the cabaret show. Was it in a multi-purpose room? It looked awful in that preview.
Oh my God. Was that a sneak peek?
Oh, I don't know what that was. Hey guys, we got a Cash App. You know,
hey Jean,
yes.
She's just amazing. Thank you, Jean, for the $5, making my Friday the best. Amir, John, Monica, Monique, and Richie. Thank you, love.
Mm-hmm.
We love her.
We do.
Jean is loyal as fuck. We love Jean here.
Oh my God. She really is. She really is. But thank you so much. We love you. Oh,
Jean is great.
She's amazing. So as this episode proceeds, the night of the party arrives, right? Leah's sister, her friends, and her baby daddy are all on hand.
Her baby daddy.
She worked on her brand, for 15 years, and it's something to celebrate. I'm proud of her. Let's dive in.
So y'all, I did a deep dive. On her brand. I did a deep dive on the sister. So I have a lot of tea for y'all. Okay, so her clothes are not just t-shirts and hoodies. There's dresses. She did an interview with Complex. She teaches a master class about streetwear. She's one of the first female streetwear designers to do it on a mass scale. It's at Zoomies. It's like at a bunch of stores. So like, I think that I even kind of threw her some shade, but her stuff is like, she had one that said, good dick will make you forget everything. And I was like, I need to buy that shirt.
That one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I'm wearing that one. That's a good one, honey. That will make you forget everything. So I'm impressed with her. Like, I'm kind of impressed with her because, I've worked in fashion PR and streetwear brands are mainly straight white men. And for her to jump in and be a woman is pretty impressive. So I was quite impressed with her. And then the sister, of course, me and Monica talked offline about how she's desperate to be a housewife because she did an interview with Bravo Confidential Confessionals talking about how Ramona is trash. And she's like really trying hard to get that Bravo placement.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to pull that up. But before I do that, I just want to shout out Diamond Diva. Thank you so much for the $5. Ramona is a social climber with them 60 best girlfriends.
Crushed it, Diamond.
Friend jumper right there.
There you go.
Yes, it is a social climber. Okay, so are these the comments right here? These are it, John? I'm sorry. Amir, are these the comments right here? Let me see.
These are the comments about Miss Dorinda. Do we want to do that now? About Carol?
No. We'll circle back.
Oh my God, let's see the comments.
Why don't you dive into the comments that or should we wait till the end to dive into those comments that Leah's sister made about Ramona? You want to do that? We can circle back.
Sure, we can do it whenever you'd like. Yeah, we can circle back and then we'll do Carol's comments about Dorinda and I had to look this word up, menacity, which means basicness, I guess. A really fancy way of saying the rest of the ladies are basic.
You have big fancy words, child. Don't get us intimidated in here. Okay, so we're at the party. Dorinda's mom and Leah's mom have a lot in common. They're both church ladies that raise drunks. So Dorinda feels some sort of affinity towards Leah's mom.
I was just about to be like,
there's a connection there. There's a connection there.
We just all got
There
smited
is. I think when
just a little bit, just now.
Absolutely. I mean, when you have parents that are kind of conservative like that, I feel like you rebel. It's always like, I have a friend who's wild and, you know, her dad is a pastor. I think sometimes you rebel against the establishment. So I think that's what Leah's doing.
Hold on one damn minute now. One damn minute. RHONY looked like she was at Woodstock smoking on a doobie, kicking it. I mean, she might look down home and, you know, basic now, but I think back in the day, she was just as wild as Leah. Leah got it from somewhere.
Oh, yeah. And then Leah even said, my mother hasn't had a drink in 40 years. So 40 years ago, she was just like you. I mean, that kind of raised an eyebrow. Like,
Yeah, usually
that puts us back around Woodstock time, just saying.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
She was popping that web.
Hello.
She was like, I slept with Jerry Garcia and all the Grateful Dead. Just saying.
Oh my God. Are you sure WAP doesn't stand for worship and praise, honey? Are you sure?
Either or.
Either or. Depends on the day. Depends on the day. Oh, someone's saying Bunny is sober 40 years. Oh, someone has the tea. All right.
Oh.
Yep.
Only white ladies can go bunny and it's not weird. Only white ladies could be called bunny and nobody bats an eyelash. All right.
40 years ago, those were the names Bunny, Cookie.
Cookie, yeah.
No offense. That's my girl now. No offense.
Okay.
Those are those names.
Cookie.
Woo!
God.
Kitty.
So the ladies trickle in, and Sonia spots the downtown man, and she's in heaven, right?
Can I say something?
I love that. When she called it a helipad of men, I was in heaven.
She
had been
is
on the
in
fence
her
about
element.
her.
Look at her there. She's in her element.
I love her. Get it, girl.
And
I
she's
had
like,
literally been on the fence about her. But last night, she made me, because I think that she's a flip-flopper. I think that she is on whoever is winning the argument side.
Mm-hmm.
You really watch. She always takes
why
the
we
side
love
of the
her,
winner.
though. But that's why we love her.
I mean,
She's so confusing.
She is very Denise
She's so
Richards, yes.
confusing.
But
She is.
when she stepped into that party and she saw all those black men, I said, you know what? And she was right at home. I said, you know what?
You know what?
I give it up. I love it.
Look, she's legal.
Because she was the only one that walked in, didn't go straight to the other ladies. She's very comfortable in a diverse crowd. Here's the thing that people don't understand. DJ Richie, you can understand this with me. As Black people, normally we are the only one in a room of non-Black people. And we are never uncomfortable. Sonia, she was very comfortable and she was with it. And I love Sonia. I've loved her since she came on. I adore her. I just love me some Sonia Morgan. Don't nobody say nothing bad about Sonia Morgan.
Yeah.
Yes. I co-sign that. I love her.
Legal, right? You know, they all look legal, and she just wanted her uterus rearranged for the evening. It's not a big deal.
It's really not. It's really not. And I love that she walked in and she was like, "Oh, you're cute. Hello." And she was just so comfortable. And I thought that because of her background in Morgan family, whatever, I thought she would be uncomfortable. But we have to remember, she's such an LGBTQ fan. She's such an outsider, even though she's in the Upper East Side. She's so herself. And even the way she's such an ally to people of color and LGBTQ, I'm here for her. I like her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, and
even her interns.
Mm-hmm.
All I was gonna say was her interns are diverse. Her interns are diverse.
That's true.
Like that says a lot. That says a lot. Sorry, go ahead, Monique.
Oh no, I was just wondering. Remember in episode 2 when Sonia gave Leah the sweatsuit to wear? Now I wonder why Leah was so mad, given that Married to the Mob is athletic wear. I was like, that was interesting. Don't come for Sonia. Don't do it.
Yeah. I just think she drinks. People say she's a flip flopper, and I kind of agree, but I just think she drinks so much that she really doesn't even know what the hell's going on half the time anyway. So it's like, where the wind blows, she'll blow with it.
But unlike Dorinda, she's a fun drunk. She's not mean.
Yeah.
That's true. But she's a very sensitive soul. That's very, very true. Very true. I like her as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Ramona walks in, right? Well, let's get to the fun. Ramona walks in, greets a few people, and ignores Elise. You know, she wants nothing to do with her. So when Elise tries to talk to her, she hits her with the Mariah Carey. I don't know you, bitch.
She should have had the paddle. That would have been great. Just saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Elise was looking for a moment. She grabbed her arm. She's trying to make a scene. I don't like Elise. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't Leah like trying to make like go after her? You know, Elise, go get her. Come on.
She did do that. She did that.
Come on,
Sound
girl.
off, Richie. I know you have some thoughts in your head.
Yeah, let me listen.
I do. And I feel like Elise did what she should have done in that situation. I felt like that would have been a real moment. I'm running into this person who's been ignoring my texts and my calls. This is the first time I'm seeing you. So let me give it to you straight, girl. Run off all you want to, but I'm still going to get every last word of this out, and I'm going to get it out on camera now.
Oh, yeah. She's trying to get her moment.
I don't really think, here's the thing, though. I don't even think she was just trying to get her moment, but I do think that they needed to have a resolve. Now, typically, I feel like when you do these shows, producers want resolution. So anything that you can do to resolve the situation, they're going to want you to do. And I feel like she needed to have a resolve with that because we, the audience, don't know what the hell is wrong. And she doesn't know what's wrong. So I'm sure producers also told her, you should probably have this conversation with Ramona tonight.
That's exactly right. And that's all fine and dandy. But my thing is, don't put your hands on me. That was a little bit too close for comfort when she tried to grab her hand. It could have went a whole different way, especially with Ramona's PSTD. They could have been triggered at that moment trying to grab onto her. You know, Ramona crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Leah threw a ravioli at her.
Yeah, you could tell she was stunned and she didn't sit well. She didn't know how to react.
But those are soft. Ravioli's soft, Richie. Relax. It's soft. Come on. It's soft. Ravioli
didn't grab
soft.
anything but that faux fur she had on.
Oh. I mean, listen, I think that what we're missing in all of this is we need Candace's mom's pocketbook. We need to hit Elise up the head with that pocketbook. And that's what we're missing. Boom. That's what we're missing. I'm telling y'all. I mean, I think, listen, having that conversation there, it was inappropriate. I think Elise could have pulled her to the side. She did it in such a public setting. And we know Ramona does not like a public moment. She's not going to have it. And she's going to say, I'm defending girls defending girls, Bethany, and is going to walk away. So
wow, Bethany,
you can't have that in a public. Wow, Bethany. Wow. You know, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So she's all alone. She looks like a Long Island hooker.
I know those tiny pants that the dog approved. It's just too much. It's just too much.
And then she told the producers, I don't care. I'm leaving. This is very Vicky Gumbelson. I'm telling you guys.
It's very
childish. Ramona. We need Ramona, Sonia, and Luann. That's the base.
Someone said Ramona almost killed herself. Addictive soul. Absolutely.
She did. She did. You know what I miss, y'all? You know what I miss? I miss this. I miss watching a Bravo show and they don't break the fourth wall. Do y'all remember that? Like last year? It's like, how many walls are we going to constantly break?
And people need to I agree with you guys. People need to stay in the room. I'm tired of people walking off.
Mm-hmm. That seems to be the theme, though. Like, breaking the fourth wall on all these shows. Every year, it's like a theme, right? Okay, here's what we're going to do across the board, right? I don't know.
I feel like,
for example, I had a RHOB producer reach out to me to use one of my headlines. Whenever they feature those headlines, whenever they feature a headline from any blog, we have to sign off on it. It's a legal thing. Because our logos are trademarked and that kind of thing. So it was breaking the fourth wall. And I even went back to her and said, are you sure you want this particular headline? Do you want me to change it around a little bit? Because it's breaking the fourth. She goes, no, it's okay. I got it approved. We can do that. So yeah, that seems to be the theme across the board.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Do you think they're doing it because there's so much that we need to see that's happening right now? Like, I know this is more New York, but do you think it's happening because of a lot of the stuff that happened with like Denise and, her really kind of trying to control the narrative a little bit, like I think certain things we need to see in order to truly understand
No, you're right.
What happened?
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
that also happened.
Everybody's running. Sorry, John. Everyone's running off and not completing their scenes. So when they get back together, we don't really understand why is Ramona so mad at Elise. We don't understand why she's so mad at Candace. There has to be some sort of, explanation. So that's why they're breaking these fourth walls. Yeah.
Now, Ramona could take a page out of Luann's book. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate to my own self. Ramona has always brought that one woman around that used to mess with Tom. Luann held herself with dignity. She never left, but she just
Misty. That was well said. Agreed. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. Monica, the only thing I wanted to say quickly is I think that what we're missing here is for everyone that keeps leaving a scene, we need Brandy Glanville to be the seat filler. She's a Real Housewives seat filler. So she comes to every franchise and fills in, whether it's Potomac, Salt Lake City, Orange County. She flies anywhere on her own dime and shows up to seat fill.
With the ponytail, with the attached ponytail, the Velcro ponytail. We need to have that
Absolutely.
John, sound off.
Well, just like going back to like the fourth wall, like come on, like when Danielle sold Teresa out to Melissa at the season finale of Jersey last year. I mean, what did Teresa do when she found out it was going to be aired? Like, she broke that fourth wall hard. She broke the walls in the house. She slammed the glasses. She's like, so. I mean,
poor Dolores was drenched.
Dolores was like, I got you, T. Dolores was drenched from head to toe. And Dolores was like, that's all right. Teresa's okay. She, what? Dolores is ride or die. You know what? I got to hand it to her because, like, she was the real victim in that one.
Not Siggy. Not Siggy. I talked to Dolores, and Dolores said that her and Siggy have parted ways, honey. They have.
She's seen the light.
I'm not surprised. Okay, here's the tea on that. Dolores, and I don't blame her. She has to pay her bills. And Siggy has gone off in a whole different direction. She wants nothing to do with housewives. She just wants to, deal with her use her platform for her political beliefs. And so if, the two worlds collide and basically, what's her face? Dolores doesn't have time for it anymore. She needs to make her coin and she needs to be friendly with these women that she typically weren't friendly with when Siggy was on the show. So she's just doing bills to pay.
Amen. Stoggy flicker for Congress, honey.
I like Siggy. Yeah,
I like Siggy too.
Oh God. Do y'all not remember when she lied down on the ground on her? That was crazy.
This is how me and Monica met years ago, talking about this stuff.
Siggy brought us together.
She sure did. She sure did.
Aww. Okay, then I like her now. She brought y'all together. Okay.
I may not agree with the things that she posed, her political stance on some things, but I kind of have to just block that out. And just deal with the heart. I kind of just have to deal with the heart because, okay, I'm not gonna look at her page because I'm gonna get real mad.
That's how we feel about Denise. I just can't watch her on the screen. I can't watch her on the screen. But otherwise, we love her.
Hey guys, we got another super chat. Let me just acknowledge this really fast. Addictive Soul. Thank you, brother. We appreciate the $2. Y'all act like they hired Elise to hand out cookies.
That's a good point. Addictive Soul. That is a good point. You're right, Addictive Soul.
Y'all are so messier than we are. Wow.
Seriously.
They really are. Monica, someone said Elise is worth millions, just bought a penthouse, $2 million. She fired her housekeeper of 15 years and protesters appeared outside her door. That's Deborah Cabarola.
With the name.
Good for her. Good for her. Elise strikes me as a high class, and I'm not saying she is, right?
I already know where you're going.
Oh, Lord. Maybe I shouldn't say it.
Go ahead. You start the sentence.
I know you did. Me, Monique.
I like Elise. Guys, I like Elise, but she strikes me as a high-priced, like a Russian hooker that only deals with
senators and athletes.
Goodbye.
And the stock, and Wall Street. She's in New York, so her clientele is mainly Wall Street. And they pay good. Wall Street men pay good. They do. So hey, however you want to
Listen, I knew someone that was getting 17 grand like for a date. They pay good, honey, in New York. They pay good.
by all means.
Well, hey.
The work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. And the words of Funky Dineva.
Yes.
I mean, it
is.
is the oldest profession. Just saying.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you don't have to do anything. Sometimes you can just go on the date and there's no hanky panky. I'm saying hanky panky like it's.
Amir, these men need companionship. That's all. She just, holds their hand.
Not hugs them. Oh no. All right.
So good for her. Kudos to Elise for her $2 million penthouse. Kudos to her. That's no easy feat.
Heck no.
Mm-hmm. That's cheap in New York, honey. She got herself a discount.
Yes.
Good for her.
So they run Ramona out of the party. Well, Elise runs Ramona out of the party. And then we have Leah making a speech and everything. And Addictive Soul, who's one of our subbies, brought this to my attention. Did you guys notice this? Let me pull up the photo of the DJ wearing a mask. And this was in December 2019.
Oh,
why can't I see these?
Oh, because you're on your phone. Pull it up on your iPad. Are you on the iPad? If you're on the iPad, pull it up on your phone.
Okay, hold on.
I think it's a fashion statement, Monica, because I think it's Louis Vuitton. I think it was a fashion statement. It was on the runway in 2019. Maybe these designers knew something about the pandemic that we didn't.
Hello.
Really? I didn't realize that. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, it was a fashion statement, and most of Asia was wearing masks. If you have a cold or allergies, you're wearing a mask. Like when I lived in Singapore, everyone wore masks. That was very normal.
Yeah, I've noticed that for years. And we'd be like, why are they wearing a mask? They were smart. They knew.
Yeah, the air quality is really, it's so bad there that they have to wear masks.
Exactly. And these masks, honey, are alligator Louis Vuitton. I mean, they are fancy as fuck. Oh, can I say that?
Okay, I was the only one who said that today. So now I don't feel so bad about before. Okay, good.
Sorry.
So Luann is writing a memoir about her life. And she meets with her ghostwriter.
I would rather read this book than Class with the Countess because Luann, I love that she's raw right now. I love that she's letting us see the true Luann. And I'm going to love the book. When she was talking about her dad, I got goosebumps. I felt for her,
Me too. I really liked it. It was very Viva La Diva for me. I was listening to her music video and watching, and I was just fully having a Luann seance, if you will. It was great.
I love her.
Yeah. She's been through a lot. And when she was talking
Richie, you don't agree? What's that face?
Yeah,
Richie does.
What you over there?
Spill the tea. We want to know what's in that head. Spill the tea.
So I know it was a sensitive topic, but I really honestly phased out when she was talking about her dad. And all of a sudden I found myself thinking, Luann should write a book. And lo and behold, that's what the scene was about, right? But then you started talking about the diva, Viva La Diva. And I'm thinking to myself, Desmond Child is a very, very well-known producer, okay? What is this song, okay? What is this song? It is.
You don't like Jimmy Choo? The shoes are Jimmy Choo. The shoes.
No. I mean, listen, I think that Luann needs to go ahead and get with Candy or somebody to let them write her tracks. Because
you think Candy wants to get mixed up with
Are you kidding me, DJ Richie Stein?
Listen. Vanilla Ice can write better raps than they write for Luann.
Now, and Richie,
really feeling it.
Candy gave Kim Zodiac a hit. I hear where you're going with that, Richie. She gave her a hit.
Don't be tardy for that room, just like Ramona ran out.
Don't be tardy for the party.
I thought you were y'all. DJ Richie Sky. Really, Candy?
No, Candy was like, oh hell no.
I'm serious. I mean, I feel like she gave Kim Zodiac something that was very catchy. You know, you can sing that whole song straight through. It's like 5 words. That's what Luann needs.
Okay. All right. When you put it like that, I understand. Hey, Jean just gave us another super chat. Thank you so much for the $5.
Jean.
She
Oh,
says, I
my
have to go to work in my class with the kiddos. Have a great weekend. We love you, Jean.
Bye.
Enjoy your weekend. Thank you for spending your time with us. Bye, honeybee.
Yes, we love
Bye,
teachers. We love teachers. Bye, Jean. Richie, on your point, I just want to say quickly, I think this video was just for Luann to have fun. And the video was so ridiculous. It was so much B-roll of New York, and it was so heightened. It looked like IKEA paintings of New York. It was just fun. I think she just wasn't taking herself seriously.
And I'm fine with that, right? But I just know what a good, fun song could also be. I mean, even Melissa Gorga's song On Display is more memorable than Viva La Diva.
True.
It's catchy.
I do like Chic.
What about
Family.
Morning Coffee by Ashley Darby? What about that?
What was the song that you want to go old school? What was the song that Joe sang from season 2 of RHOC? Didn't she have a music career? Slade.
She did.
Oh,
You taking it back, John?
Hey, I'm an old timer. I know.
Wow,
How does that go again, John? How does that song go?
I just remember that's where Gretchen met Joe.
Yes,
and then
that's
the next season she was dating Slade.
Yes.
Jamie.
Yep.
Oh,
Remember her French maid outfit? She wore that French maid outfit.
Oh, that's
And Joe knew that Slade was broke before everybody else did. That's why she was out. She knew something was up.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to sleep with Gina's son. Remember that? I need to rewatch.
Oh, yeah. That was creepy, wasn't it?
I would have slept with Gina's son.
Me too. It was very Desperate Housewives. It was like, ooh,
It made me uncomfortable. It was the blatant flirting. I was like, girl, get
She was
her.
only a few years
Well,
old.
I think true.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But you know that the first season of Orange County was inspired by Desperate Housewives. So that's why they were doing that young, older cougar thing. They were really trying to make it like that. Yeah.
Let's not forget Gone with the Wind. Fabulous.
Jamal.
Gone with the Wind. Fabulous. Gone
memorable.
With the Wind, fabulous. Yes. Yeah, that's
Memorable.
true. All right. Richie, you're right. You're right. I've been proven wrong. I guess Viva La Diva does not hold it. It's okay.
Yeah.
I even prefer Feeling Giovanni over that.
Oh, that's my jam right there.
Oh, yeah.
Giovanni.
So,
Oh,
Monique,
God,
we're getting
that's
a Christmas card from Lou this year, huh?
Clearly they're friends. They're meeting for drinks.
I would stand up and dance, but I'm wearing sweatpants on the bottom, to stay seated.
Are they married to the mob?
So we have Lou and Sonia traveling to Dorinda's birthday party, and John is back in the picture. Of course, Ramona has an issue with John and Dorinda's reconciliation. Ramona also insults Leah's mother when she told her she thought her mother would be a simple person. Let's dive into this.
Ramona's so cringe. You know what I mean?
Richie.
She makes good TV. Okay. From the dating expert side, Dorinda was lining up some D for later on that night. And I know I always tell women to disconnect from a toxic ex, but Dorinda, she grown. She just wanted some D. She don't want that man. She just wanted some D. But I forgot. He is cringeworthy. I can't with him. I can't.
I don't want that on top of me. No, thank you. But I just, what I don't like about him is the misogynistic vibe that he has. Like, he took over the party and felt the need to make this speech. And I just, for me, what threw me off was Dorinda was wearing the same top from Mexico without the boob insert. I was like, she's wearing that same top. I was thrown off by that.
Where I remember that from. Thank you, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Good catch.
Yeah, that threw me off. I was like, that kind of threw me off. But she was happy. She was living her best life. And, you know, and Monique's right. She was lining up some D because she said it to her friend jokingly on the phone. And every joke is half a truth. So she, you know, she was.
That's true.
About that.
Mm-hmm. Sweaty. Can we dive into Luann's tipsy speech and her happy birthday?
That was like the reanimated corpse of Marilyn Monroe. Just like right there.
Oh my God.
Classic housewife moment. I mean, it was just.
He got his mic ready.
I did.
Our mics out.
Just in case.
I got mine.
Sing it out.
Happy birthday. To you.
I'm not done yet, Ramona.
It was just the best, right?
That was awesome. I love that we all had mics. We're all mic'd up. Love it. It's awesome. And Ramona was just so jealous of that long ass speech. I mean, 10 minutes is so long at a dinner party. That's insane.
It is.
Like
They were all drunk. I mean, it was just all in fun and games. I mean, but she was upset. She's like, she's taking over the party. It's not about you. It's not your day. She was so mad. Ramona is a mess.
It's like, by the way, I do
Ramona,
weddings and bar mitzvahs. Here are my cards.
yeah, when this is all done, she could do that. She could absolutely do that.
I'm sure she already is. Come on.
Wait, we skipped the most important part of the party, or maybe you're bringing this up next. With the texting, when she was helping Sonia out with her phone, and drunk Luann was like, Dorinda.
No phones allowed. Sorry.
And Dorinda was like, I'm helping her. I'm A-O-D-O. Like, I was like, whoa. She was like, I'm genius, bar, bitch.
Dorinda was going through her phone like Lisa Renna through Brandy. She's like, "What are we? What's going on here? You have too many apps open. That's also the batteries out. Like, you know."
Oh
Yeah,
God, that is so true, John. Like going to the text and being like, I don't want to read it. I just want to see how long they are.
Yeah, like I don't know what's going on here. It's like, let's see what's going on this phone.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Hey guys, we got another super chat. Thank you so much, P, for joining us on this Friday.
Sup, P?
Oh, P!
Appreciate you. Thank you, darling, for the $10. Hey guys, if you want to join the chat, join us. I'm going to post a link to our live and you can join in. Okay.
Oh, that's funny. He said, give Luann some credit. She's saying what feeling. She's been saying what feelings that she's saying. Look, Luann is an amazing. She's saying what Natalie, oh God, why am I?
Natalie Cole.
Yes, I mean, Luann is an amazing performer and singer. Let me say it with a straight face.
Try it again.
Luann is an amazing performer and singer.
Why aren't you blinking, Monique? Send help if Luann is there. If Luann is there, it's going to be like Elisa's cameo. Luann shows up in the background. Talk nicely.
I'm going to put her up on my wall next.
Yes!
We would know if Luann was there because she would have taken over the stream from Monique.
Oh yeah. She would have taken over. A lot of people in the chat are saying they like it though. They saying they liked it.
What do they like? Did we all forgive her for the blackface she wore 2 years ago? And Megyn Kelly's now defending that? Okay.
Oh, I remember that.
All right.
Carol was not feeling it. Yep. Carol was mad.
That was bad.
The show activist was in an uproar. I mean, it was, just a poor judgment. Poor judgment. Do I think Luann's racist? Absolutely not. Just poor judgment. She probably was drunk.
Bad judgment.
They drink too much.
Okay, well, here's the thing that I love about New York. Because let's be real. I know Dorinda's gone a little over, but I like watching them drink and get drunk and act a fool. I love it. I mean, I'm not judging. Listen. Let me tell you something. I love watching them girls get drunk. So I hope they don't become sober and boring.
Oh God, no.
Oh yeah.
Because they'll be sober in Beverly Hills.
Right.
Exactly.
Richie,
absolutely.
We need a cocktail together in Amir, in John. We need to get a cocktail.
Yes. All of us.
That comment is gold right there.
Oh yeah. Bernice says, Monique, you got Lena Horne behind you, and Lena knows she can't sing.
I couldn't lie, Bernice. I couldn't lie. I had the divas behind me. I couldn't lie.
I love the divas. Every time we go, I'm like another diva I start to kind of focus on. I love it. I'm here for it.
This comment.
Oh my gosh. Dee says Ramona did a cameo appearance at that party. Someone paid her $10 for a 5-minute cameo at the mob event. Oh my goodness.
Y'all are shady.
Y'all are my
I think
people.
she's $100. She's not $10. It's $100. She's expensive.
I just want to take a minute to acknowledge another super chat. Stephanie, thank you so much for the $5. Nothing better than Friday afternoon shade. Love you all. Mwah. We love
Thank you, Steph.
We love you too.
Yes, Steph. Yes, Steph. You put down the picnic, honey. You found the shade.
Amir, I love you.
I love you too.
Andy Cohen said he likes that Real Housewives of New York is open about their drinking and sexual habits. Of course he does. He's just been outed himself. Yeah, that's right up his alley, according to
Danielle.
Staub.
That's a reliable source.
Well, I mean,
I kind of believe Danielle.
Isn't
I
it
don't know.
though?
I'm just saying. I don't know. And I really don't.
Is it hard to not believe? I mean, like Amir said, I mean, he lives on Fire Island. I mean,
And Danielle's not the first one to say it either. You know what I mean? It's people who've been fired from Bravo, like Kathy Griffin, who said it, and like
and he pretty much.
Absolutely.
I don't think he's ever denied it, though. I don't think he's ever been like, first of all, he's a single man. If he wants to go, whatever he's doing sexually, do you, boo. And then the drugs accusations, he's never denied it. Like, one thing I can appreciate about Andy Cohen, he's my boo, is that he's like, yeah, I am. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Sure. And in the gay community, it's a bit more accepted, and it's like it's not as shocking as we're seeing on Beverly Hills, where Brandy slept with a girl. I mean, it's not that. We're not clutching our pearls. We usually have a pearl necklace, and y'all know what that means. So we're moving right along.
Yes, you're moving
right along. On that note, should we dive into our hot topic segment?
Please.
Yes. Let's do it.
Hot topics. Okay. So we have quite a few things happening. Dorinda Medley has been clipped. Yeah. And it's being reported she was fired because of her excessive drinking and anger issues, So let's chime in on that.
That's some BS. Okay. People have flipped tables. People have thrown glasses. Now, granted, I agree that I didn't want her to quit. I just wanted her to kind of like tone it down.
Oh, she didn't quit.
I mean, but I'm gonna miss the drunken toast. I'm gonna miss the fabulous Gucci fashion. I mean, this is devastating.
I know. I'm gonna miss Blue Manor. Yeah. So she released.
I'm telling you, that's gonna show up. That'll
yeah. You think so? I hope so. So Dorinda released.
I think the Bluestone Manor is gonna get a diamond, Monica. Or I mean an apple. Sorry.
So Dorinda released this statement. She goes, "What a journey this has been. I have laughed and cried and tried to make it nice." Really, Dorinda? "But all things must come to an end. This was a great outlet for me to heal when my late husband Richard passed away. I have met so many interesting people and learned so much about myself, about life, about women along the way. Thank you to Bravo and NBC for the incredible ride, and to my castmates for the constant stimulation and entertainment. I wish you all health, happiness, and success." Clip, Dorinda. That was classy.
Oh, she made it nice.
Yeah.
I like that. But it was too much like an email. An Instagram comment doesn't need you to sign your name at the end. But anyways, I will give her a break because she's Dorinda. As a publicist, that reeked of a PR statement. So I wish it would have been a little more emotional, like health, happiness, and the pursuit of wealth. I don't know, whatever she said. I was just like, we need to get I wish it was a little more genuine. But I guess she's kind of over these ladies, so whatever.
Yeah. And the first email she typed up, her publicist told her to delete it, right? Let me give you a statement, because it wasn't this nice. We all know it wasn't this nice. She hit a wall and just went crazy when she got the news. Like, how dare them do this to me? But it was just getting out of hand. And I heard her reunion behavior was so out of control. And they just
was it?
I heard the same thing.
That they just got so fed up with her. They got so fed up with her. And it was just like, enough's enough. Because typically they wait till after they film the reunion and, everyone gets their pickup letters. They didn't even wait for that. They was like, this is just too much. We can't take it anymore. She has to go.
I heard that there was that. And I heard that she was allegedly very difficult to work with for a particular producer.
Interesting.
So much so that the producer did not want to come back.
Really?
Wow.
That's what I heard.
Wow. I believe it. I mean, she could be a nightmare.
And it's such a shame though, right? Because we love Dorinda on camera.
I'm sure when she was getting the call at one point or 2 or 3 points, she said, well, Luann got arrested not once, but 2 times.
That was amazing. It's true. It's true. She's always throwing shade towards like the person to her left, right? Instead of kind of taking a little bit of accountability. I hate to say Lisa Rinna's thing, but if she owned it even a little bit, I think it would help. Sorry, John. I know John hates it.
I can't stand it. Like, I used to love Rinna, and like every time I hear own it now, like my whole body like goes into convulsions now.
I'm so sorry. I just had to say it.
Like, I can't.
I mean, it's true, but I think that with Dorinda, just to play devil's advocate, because I know a lot of people are coming for her and the whole producer thing. Some of these producers are pretty relentless and they are intense and they really push you, especially at the reunion. They're like, just come out. And it's like, they're very aggressive. So just to play devil's advocate, I feel like she just got fed up. I think she's done.
She's done. Okay, guys, I just have to acknowledge this. We got another super chat. Sinjay51. 595. Thank you so much for the $4.99. Andy told Dorinda to go to Betty Ford, and Dorinda sent Andy articles about drugs and gay orgies. Lord have mercy.
Wait.
My jaw just hit.
I need to know more about this.
My jaw.
Is this a joke or are they being serious?
I think they're being.
I can't.
They're being facetious, but it's a point well noted.
That is freaking funny.
Dorinda would something that she would do. Like that is
something she would do, and that's why she got fired.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I think Sinjay wins the chat today.
Oh my God. It's the comment of the day. I gotta put that back up. It's the comment.
That is the internet winner. You won the internet today. Sinjay.
You know what? He has a good point. They could have demoted her to friend of. I mean, do you
think Dorinda would have taken it if they demoted her to friend? I don't think
they don't take it. They won't take it. Like Tamra Judge, they won't take it. And then we're gonna see Dorinda post a story watching the show and being like, "It's not the same without me." Like she's gonna do something in a couple months. I bet you.
It's not
going to be something from her.
Bravo probably doesn't want blood on their hands. Dorinda was at the point where it was of no return, right? I mean, how much worse can it get than the current state she's in? It's rock bottom.
Richie, what's happening?
Something is wrong. Do you guys remember the trailers? I feel like there was some editing done to either save Dorinda or help her in some way, shape, or form. If you guys go back to the trailer, there was a scene where, and if I missed it, please let me know, where she jumps up and tells Leah, "Sit your ass down." And Leah's getting up and taking off her coat, but we never saw it in the episode.
Oh, you're right.
I never saw that.
She was probably an editing nightmare at that reunion, just over the top, out of control. It was just too much. I mean, when the editors have to sit there and spend, the reunion is taped for 10 hours, but they have to spend 48 hours editing Dorinda, there's a problem. Someone said, laugh out loud. Bad Boy Bree said, laugh out loud. Grinder is a gateway drug.
Look at my hat, y'all. I'm wearing a Grinder hat. It just happened that way.
Oh my gosh. It's too funny.
Yes,
funny.
it is, honey. All of a sudden, you're parked outside someone's house in Rancho Cucamonga looking for some D.
Mhm.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy today.
This audience is just lit. I swear, y'all are just too much. They're worse than we are.
I love them.
Amen. Amen.
I love Dorinda, but she does need help. Yeah, she does. She needs some serious help. Poor baby. Poor thing. I wonder how her daughter feels, Hannah, when she watches these episodes and she sees her mother. Just see, maybe her daughter, I don't know.
Maybe she's fine with it. Hannah seems a little kooky dukes. She was wearing that really kooky jacket at Russian Samovar. She's fun. I like her.
That Dorinda had on in Mexico.
I noticed that.
Yes, it does. I
my
would
God.
love to be able to shop in Dorinda's closet, though. That would be
Oh
fun.
my! It's all Gucci.
And
Yeah.
Fendi.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. It used to be Giovanni.
Don't forget the Giovanni.
Giovanni, for sure.
No, she burned all the Giovanni. She's not wearing any of that. She hates Giovanni. She hates
Giovanni!
burnt.
Giovanni.
Cut it all. She cut all the Giovanni.
Oh my
Giovanni.
So, Dorinda's,
What the hell does that mean? Someone wrote Grinder, Andy, and Amir. I am not with Andy Cohen. Stop that mess.
Hey,
Stop
what?
putting me with Andy Cohen.
Ooh.
Amir, that'll be a good look, Amir.
Mm-hmm.
I see
Not. No, not two
Is
bossy
Danielle
Geminis,
Staub
honey.
gonna out you,
Never
Amir?
gonna work.
Is that what's up? Is Danielle Staub gonna out you, Amir? Like, are you gonna come up like, oh well, I have more
Honey.
things on this Andy Cohen Griner orgy
Honey.
fiasco.
Honey, it would have to take a full-on unicorn mountain to out me at this point, girl. Out me on what? Out me on what? I'm wearing a Grinder hat and I'm just wide open like the Holland Tunnel, honey. You can put a little sign in there. Sonia's vag, honey. Anyways, I killed John. Sorry.
Someone turn Amir's mic off, please.
Sorry. I'm very unhinged today. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Okay, so Dorinda's co-stars, her former co-stars, weighed in on her firing. Amir, do you want to tackle that?
Yes, let's start with the good one. This is great. Bethany Frankel, every woman in this world wears a little sparkle, some in their dress and some in their eyes. Use each moment to make another's eyes sparkle and to warm a heart. Don't let anyone or anything dull your sparkle. Don't let the insecurities of others dull your sparkle. You will be missed. Let the next chapter begin. #RHONY. So much sparkle. And yes, I did read it kind of like in a sarcastic tone because that's how I read it. But I like Bethany. I thought that was sweet. It's sweet and it's cute, but too much sparkle. But, the girl does wear a lot of, rhinestones. So
She does. And Carol Radswell also chimed in and she made some comments as well. Let's dive into them.
Before I read this, I quickly want to just say that, do y'all remember that Carol's been on the show for 6 seasons? I was shocked. I didn't realize it was that long.
that long?
Mm-hmm.
Her last season on was
What?
She made me so mad.
Oh my God, that marathon party. Well,
It was
where are all
insane.
my marathon figures? This isn't a marathon party. Like, come on with that crap, with that
just like her.
with that
I'm the
marathon
only person
party.
that liked Carol.
Sorry.
I liked her first 5 seasons, and then the last season I was like, girl.
She did predict Trump, though.
She did. I never liked Carol, to be honest with you.
If I wanted to watch Steven Tyler, I listened to some Aerosmith songs. Like, just saying.
Oh my God, John.
The shade.
John!
John!
John, shame on you. Shame on you. It's so good. I'm shame on you because I didn't say it.
I love Carol. I don't know why. I just did.
Okay, well, you're gonna love these comments. You're gonna love her tweets. Let me tell you, you're gonna love these. You are gonna love these.
One here.
Yeah, this is the one. So this is what she posted for Dorinda. And so it goes. #RHONY fans will miss her quips, her humor, her in-your-face BS detector, and her intelligence. And then she also said, but what they will come to miss the most is her honesty and realness in a sea of mendacity. Onward, my love. And she tag Dorinda. And for listen, I didn't know it either, and I have an MBA. I had to look it up. Mendacity means basicness, or basically you're just like a low-level person. So she's just kind of threw shade. Yep. And she threw that shade to everyone on the rest of the cast. And then she goes on to say, Dorinda was the only Real Housewife, so no more truth telling too. Trust me, that's the main reason cast is let go, telling the truth and exposing fake cast members and their storylines and how it's all manipulated by production. I will never tire of saying, I told you so about Trump and this. 2 emojis of her laughing. Yeah.
What?
Wow.
She went in, honey. She went in. And then she goes on and someone responded and said, Dorinda is a good person, but when she drinks, it gets ugly and she gets too defensive in an argument. Nail in the coffin for me on Watch What Happens Live when she doubled down. And then Carol responds and says, well, I don't believe she ever assaulted a police officer. 100 emoji. She went in. So that's the tea on that. So she really went in and, you know, obviously there was a whole Tinsley thing with Carol and, you know, she said we weren't really friends. So she's a little shady bird, honey, in that small apartment.
The thing about Carol was she's a writer, right? So if you used to read her blogs, they used to be so scathing, but written so eloquently. It's just a shame that didn't translate to her on the show.
Well, I'm just so happy that Carol is getting her journalism degree and she's working, and good for her.
Richie,
John, you cannot leave and then come back that shady.
Oh, I was listening. I was listening the whole time.
Caught us off guard there. Yeah. My thing with
you
Carol,
left, you came back, perfect.
I was listening. I had to mute some stuff. Go ahead.
My issue with Carol is this. She uses all these fancy big words. You know, she's a writer girl, right? That was writer girl. Writer girl. And then when it came time for her to bring that to the show, she couldn't, right? And then when it came time for her to write her book, she had all ghostwriters. How are you called writer girl? And, you know, your blogs sound like you have a Harvard, degree from Harvard, but then you couldn't bring it to the show, and then you can't even write your book on your own.
Wait, did we confirm that book was at Ghostwriter? I think her first.
There's article. I've done exposés on it, Monique. I'll send you articles. The board, and there's exposés. Yeah, there's articles.
Her book was good though. I read the book, and her book was good. Ghostwriter or not, her book was good.
Why was that good?
She was Milli Vanilli-ing us this whole time.
The whole time.
But listen, that's a very normal thing with like a lot of celebrity writers. They use the ghostwriter, so it's like frowned upon, but you still have to meet with them.
No, let me tell y'all something. I wrote my own book. It's going to be on pre-order September 1st. We'll see the details. I spent a year and then months in editing. That makes if you use a ghostwriter, say you use a ghostwriter, because the writing process, I'm kind of sad about that.
I am too. I mean, honestly, because she touts herself as being a journalist and B writer. So to me, it's very B Simone of you when you don't write that book and you said you wrote it. That's bothersome to me.
Amen.
That's one article.
Amen.
I posted a link down in the chat. Y'all can go check it out after this live. But that's one of the ghostwriters. I'll post another one.
Now I owe so many apologies to Aviva.
Baby, I got the receipts. So that's my thing with Carol. It's
never apologize to Aviva, Richie. Never.
Monica, I feel like you just told me that there's no Santa Claus.
Sorry, I need a drink.
I'm sorry, y'all.
No, good for you, Monique. But listen, your accomplishment is even more heightened than it already was because you wrote your own book. I've written my own book. I know how hard it is. It is not an easy feat, so good for us.
And Monique, we have to do a reading or something when the book is published.
Yes.
A dramatic interpretation.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's another article. I mean, when this chat's over, y'all can go check it out. allaboutthetea.com. The links are in the chat because, Carol is a total Milli Vanilli, right? That total. So
They should take her Grammy away. Just saying.
And then, you know, I have a problem when housewives come back that left and they were just so over the show. And they come back and have so much to say.
Oh, you know, Carol couldn't wait to say something. Come on.
Yeah.
She's like Dana Wilkie. They come back from the dead. And Dana Wilkie, $25,000 sunglasses, 25.
Damn.
She never got over being fired. It really hit her hard.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, just be better and you won't get fired, Hanny.
Right.
Yeah. Her whole repertoire is a fraud. So, yeah. That's the problem with Carol. That's why she was let go. She just is not who she presents herself to be. But who is nowadays on these shows? I mean, you know, you can't.
Right. True.
So is.
Monica, you need to get on Cameo and read people. I would love you to read me to filth. Like, her repertoire is fake. It's like,
Oh my God.
Especially with that voice. I could listen to Monica's voice all day long.
It is so
Thank
soothing,
you
right?
guys. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
absolutely. It's so good. I imagine you're on like a, you know, one of those chairs with like a big Persian cat and you're just petting it and you're just spilling coffee. That's what I imagine.
Yeah, I love you. You make me laugh so much. So let's
I
so
love you too.
moving on our hot topics.
Yes.
What else is going on in the world of Real Housewives of New York?
Oh, Monica, they say allegedly Rachel, is it Utica, the Tiger Woods lady? Tiger
Oh,
Woods?
that's right. Yes.
Is that true that she might be coming on as one of the housewives? Because I'm here for it.
I heard that rumor. She's probably going to film some, you know, audition scenes and see how she meshes with the other housewives. But I would love to have her on. She would be fantastic.
Oh.
I heard Alicia from Daily Mail was going to be on, and like I like Alicia a whole lot. Like, is that still like up? Is that still
Who?
a thing? Alicia Quarles from the Daily Mail.
I don't even know who
I
that
read that
is.
too.
Alicia Quarles.
I've never heard of her.
We talk. We follow each other. I think she's cool. I wouldn't mind it. I don't know. But like it's me and Richie on this one. No one else has heard it. So
Yeah, I never heard. I don't even know who that is.
No, I've heard of her too. I just can't place.
She's a black girl with like short hair.
yeah.
Oh, I love her already.
Diversity. Okay.
That was the best way that I could think to describe her.
There you go.
So this is Rachel, y'all.
Yes, Rachel.
Mhm. Ooh, she
I
has some
wanna block out this
stories to
picture of
tell.
her.
She's good there.
And we know she's ruthless, right?
That's good.
That was his mistress. We know she's ruthless, and her and Elise would get along so well. They should bring her. Yeah, that would be good. That would be. I'm so messy.
God,
I'm
Monica.
so freaking messy. It's just ridiculous at times. Okay. So in other housewives news, can we touch on this Danielle Staub thing again? Let's go back to Jersey.
Which I shut my mic off because I might say something untoward. I don't know.
OMG. I mean, so Danielle Staub did a podcast. You know, like I told you guys yesterday, she's homeless. And I kid you not. She literally got evicted from Marty Caffrey's house back in June. And we really don't know where she is. She's sleeping on someone's couch somewhere. But she's doing a podcast, a cooking show, all these different ventures to try to make some money. And she made some statements on that podcast that Andy Cohen has a hardcore drug problem and he engages in orgies with grinder dates. Let's dive into that again.
Okay, so like, listen. So if you're on Grindr and okay, Amir, you're a big Grindr aficionado. If you're on Grindr and you're talking to
Excuse me, John. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh my God. I need a cocktail so bad.
Yes, John.
You have the hat on. So like if you're like talking to Andy Cohen on
Yes.
Grindr, wouldn't you be saving every screenshot there is? Like Andy Cohen give like the dates about like what's going on. Like, wow, I'm talking to Andy Cohen. Like, wouldn't that have surfaced somewhere at all?
Right,
A little
that's
bit,
true. But
maybe?
a lot of celebrities don't use like they'll just use like their torsos. Like one of my friends hooked up with like an A-list celebrity that like had no picture and like showed up, and it was this person from like Riverdale. So like I think that happens on Grindr a lot more than you would think because a lot of celebrities still need to get the D. No matter how rich and successful you are, sometimes you just need it. And I think, anyone that's been on Grindr or been to one gay pool party knows there is a linked email chain for an orgy. Like, that's not shocking. Like, so what she's saying is only shocking to straight people. I think gay people are just like, so what? Like, it's like, it's not that interesting. I think she's just kind of going below the belt. And let's be honest, Andy does a nightly show and a morning show. And if he was on hardcore drugs, he's very fully functioning. It's very hard to kind of get up in the morning and do those shows and be on the road and have a child. So again, has he dabbled with drugs? Many, and I'm not saying all gay men, but many gay men have. And it's not, I don't know, it's not this, she's just kind of grasping for straws. Like, don't come after someone that signed your checks, honey. It's just tacky.
And this isn't like to your point, Amir, this is not like like, so what? Who cares? He's not married.
Exactly. That's true. Good point. And my thing is, Andy Cohen has really looked out for Danielle in so many ways. He gave her the chance to come back on this show again when all doors were closed to her. Okay. She begged and pleaded, and he brought her back. So why do this now? Why burn bridges in this type of way? And then you end up like this, homeless, living in
my God.
That picture is fucking everything. I'm sorry, it's everything.
Monica.
Monica, the shade level.
Oh my God, I have to get a screenshot of this because that's amazing. That's what that is.
I'm deceased.
Just the lady pond herself. Remember, wasn't she in a romantic relationship with a woman? She came on Watch What Happens Live and sang with her. So, girl, sit down.
Yeah, I don't like how she's.
I like that woman. I like that woman. She had the leather bands. She was kind of butch. I liked her. It was.
Yeah, that was her what flavor of the week when they sang that song. They did a duet.
Yeah, listen, Sonia's Holland Tunnel and Danielle Staub is Baskin Robbins, honey. 33 flavors and
oh my God.
Well, she has been engaged 19 times, right?
19 times.
Constitutional.
Can we just dive into? See, I tell Marty, listen, him and I talk, and I tell him, just praise God that you didn't end up like Oliver, her last conquest. Remember the what was he, like a prince or a Dutch? What was he? A count?
Yeah, he was something.
Supposedly something. Well, that whole drama, and guys, I can post links to those stories too in the chat.
Receipts, Monica.
I was on the phone. I was speaking to. He was actually married. He's still married during that whole thing, and his wife is an attorney. She's German. She begged me not to publish that story. And typically, I don't listen to stuff like that. But she appealed to my heart, and I felt so bad for her because she's like, "Look, I'm a professional. I don't want to be in the media. Please don't post this." But I spoke to her because Danielle was supposedly drugging Oliver, and he has a serious drug problem, and he's an alcoholic.
Oh, is that when they made that Instagram story like last year or a year and a half ago, and like she was holding him up? Is that what we're talking about? That guy?
Yes. Well, he was actually all this time when she was saying she was engaged to this man. He was actually married. He had a wife, and she was German. She's an attorney, and I told her, look, I'm going to call the cops because I was genuinely concerned and worried for Oliver's well-being. I was being told that she was drugging him and also stealing his credit card. Danielle had packages from Neiman Marcus, all these high-end stores, Bloomingdale, coming to Marty's house every day.
If you're on the go like that, wouldn't you be like using credit cards like at Marshall's? Like you really gotta like go to Neiman Marcus still like get more bang for your buck if it's on stolen credit. Like you really like I'm sorry.
He was drunk and high. He had like a pill addiction or something. So he was like sedated most of the time. And every single day she had all these various packages coming to Marty's house. And I like, Marty, you better be careful because you don't want to be named in any kind of criminal activity because she's stealing this man's credit cards and buying all this stuff. Danielle I said, just praise God you didn't turn out like Oliver and you didn't get duped like him. But she knew she couldn't get married. She kept telling everyone we're engaged. She never bought a ring because he was still married and she was drugging him. Yeah, Danielle is really just a piece of work.
Wow. Danielle was pulling stripper moves, dropping that tea.
Sinjin 51595. Thank you so much for the $4.99. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And y'all remember, Danielle, she needs to understand, look what happened to Brandy. You can get sued. Look what happened to Tamra Judd and Shannon Bedore, who went on Juicy Scoop. You can like literally like shit can get crazy. When I went on Heather McDonald's podcast, I was praying that nobody's going to sue me because I was nervous because, you know, like she digs deep and says a lot of slanderous stuff kind of off the cuff. And so you got to watch yourself. I mean, I don't think Andy's going to sue her because it's going to make it seem like, you know, it's all true. But still, you got to watch yourself. You got to watch yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's just a waste of money. She's broke, and it would be just a waste of time because he just ignore it. He wrote about all this stuff in his book. I mean, she'll never have a job again on Bravo in no capacity. So she really burnt a bridge there. She might not have a job on NBC Universal, period. Bravo, all the other affiliates.
Nope.
Don't come for Andy Cohen. He will ruin their life. Andy, we love you.
Don't come for him.
We love you.
Yeah, don't come for the king himself. But at the end of the day, maybe Stassi Schroeder and Danielle will start their own show.
Oh.
What would it be called?
Getting off this damn island.
Two broke girls.
Two broke.
Two broke girls. Yeah. Yes.
Funny.
Oh my God. Someone said Danielle will start an OnlyFans. Probably.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, she's done porn, so I mean, it's the same thing.
Oh God, thanks for that reminder.
Did you guys see her sex tape?
Oh God, it was so bad.
God, no. I
actually saw it.
You have to, like, it'll haunt your dreams for the rest of your lives.
It's not something you should see twice. It's like The Ring.
Yeah, like you gotta watch it once, like a train wreck, and then like you're like, oh my God, am I watching Danielle Staub do this? And then like it's like,
oh no.
It's on Pornhub. Yeah. It's all there. Go ahead, just type it in. So that's it there.
Yeah. Danielle is just outrageous, and she's just burying herself because this podcast is not going to go anywhere. Do you guys think she's going to blow up from this podcast? I mean, seriously.
No.
Yeah. No. Not going to go anywhere.
Sorry. Next.
She's going to have to go back to drugging and robbing men. I mean, that's what she does best anyway, so.
Well, she's got the 10 cities, so good for her. And like, you know.
The 10th city. You're so wrong. You're so wrong. So what else is going on in Housewives news that we should cover?
I heard.
What about the sister? What about Leah's sister? Oh, go ahead, Richie.
That Ramona was on the chopping block. This is what I've been hearing.
Yeah,
I've been hearing that too.
No, we cannot listen. Okay, I know she's inappropriate. I know. What was the word that Carol used? What for basic? Amir?
Mendacity.
Yeah, it means, but apparently it means untruthful. Someone corrected me, so it means untruthful.
Oh, thank you for the correction. But she makes for good TV. Sonia and Ramona and Luann are the foundation of that show. They cannot ruin that foundation. I'm sorry. I know.
Did you notice that Ramona was awfully quiet after Dorinda's exit? Everyone else was saying, you know, well wishes and that kind of stuff, but Ramona was quiet.
She's still trying to write her statement.
Richie.
Yeah.
I'll be devastated. I love Ramona.
Listen, I think she's amusing for the show, but I just think that everybody has an expiration date, and I feel like her time is up.
I agree with you, Richie. I kind of feel like.
I think when you start trying to make the rules yourself, it's time for you to go. It's not necessarily because I feel like she's run out of steam. I feel like when they get to the point where they say, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to film with this person, you can't make me even have a conversation with them, I think that's when it's time to go.
Yeah, I hear your point. I see where you're going. Maybe, give her one more season to redeem herself.
I think they're going to pull a season 5 on us.
Ain't going to happen.
They're going to pull a season 5 where they're going to get rid of half and bring in a half new.
Oh, I hope not. I'm so invested in these ladies.
As long as Jill doesn't come back. No Jill.
See, I'm all for Jill
agree
coming
with
back.
I love Jill.
I like Jill too, Monica.
That's
Yeah,
my
no,
favorite
I want
Yenta, right?
Jill to come
Richie?
back.
Yes.
They kicked me out. Come on, that's
Jill
great.
is just, she's
annoying.
normal and
Come
she's just
on.
herself. And I just love her. Hey guys, I posted the link to the Danielle Staub exclusive. Don't leave yet because we're spilling a lot of tea. Okay. After this chat's over, go on over to allaboutthetea.com and check it out. But Danielle Staub allegedly drugging Oliver Mayer, caused him to have a seizure, abusing his credit cards, and isolating him from his family. She was actually typing up emails and responding to people at Bravo, to his ex-girlfriend. And his ex-girlfriend said to me, he speaks German. That's his native language. This is not him. So yeah, guys, the tea is hot. Go check it out after this.
That is some.
Is
hot,
she
hot
worried
tea.
about Andy Cohen? Girl, bye.
Girl, bye.
Moan.
Girl,
That part.
goodbye. Hey guys, we got another soup chat. Jasmine, thank you so much
Thank
for the
you, Jasmine.
$4.99. She says, "Great show, guys. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you. We appreciate you." But yeah, like Richie Sky said, I heard that Ramona is next. Unfortunately.
Oh my God! You know,
And that's from like some reliable sources.
Mhm.
Oh, Richie. Who
Mhm.
can I call? I'm starting a petition.
Change.org.
I know.
Wait,
Yeah.
where did Claudia Jordan come from?
I don't know. That's what I was I don't know. But speaking of Claudia Jordan, have you guys seen what she's gotten into lately? Richie, I know you know because you did a report on it over on your channel.
Oh, Phaedra.
Listen,
You chime in?
she has accused Phaedra's man, Medina Islam from that. They're on the show, Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition. Yeah. So she's accused this guy who she used to date in 2016 of basically throwing her into a toilet and cracking the toilet and just abusing her, lying to her. He said that he was 7 years younger than what he was. So she posted all the receipts. Okay. She posted his identification, his driver's license and everything to prove her point. Yeah. It was a mess.
But were those real receipts though? Did they prove that this man abused her? Was it concrete proof? Because to me it wasn't. And
it wasn't concrete.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a he said, she said type of situation at this point, because we just don't really know what happened. You know what I mean? Both parties have a different interpretation of what happened. And
somewhere in the middle lies the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my thing with Claudia Jordan. Okay. First of all, she's a colorist and we have receipts on that. Okay. She's not too fond of dark-skinned Black people. And we have the receipts. They exist. This is not something I'm giving an opinion on. Fine. But every time there's something going on, I had a friend like this back in the day. Every single major thing that happened, I was there. Really, bitch? You were there? That's Claudia Jordan. That's Claudia Jordan. Mike Tyson.
She's dated some chocolate men, though. She's dated some chocolate.
Okay,
men.
so Mike Tyson had his situation with the sexual abuse. I was there. I was the best friend. I held her hand after the act went down. I was there. I held her hand.
Like with Robin Givens, like that far back.
Yeah, that far back. That during that time, but it wasn't.
It was like it was a long time ago.
This is old school stuff, right?
Like head of the class type shit. Sorry.
I think in the 80s, right? This wasn't even the 90s, the 80s. It might have been the 80s. Wow. But every single thing that happens, and it just always seems that she's always trying to put a Black man on blast. That's my issue with Claudia. So I'm always kind of like a little apprehensive. Like, girl, is this Medina's on this show now? He's in the press. Why bring it up now? Why didn't you bring it up when it happened back then? You had a platform. That's my, what are your thoughts, Richie? Because I know you got something thrown around in that head.
Oh, Richie, spill that tea. Richie, look, Richie, I moved the ball to hear this tea.
I just got, in this situation, I have to be real because I also, I feel like, my audience is there's a large part of my audience that's Black women. So I think as a result of that, I often find myself in the position of saying, as a Black man, I have to listen to what they're saying. So if a Black woman is coming forward and she's saying these things, and if any woman is coming forward, to be quite honest with you, I have to at least hear it out. You know what I'm saying? and show some level of support. So it's difficult because as a man to comment on it, if I say the wrong thing, it's just
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to comment on it.
I know.
I get that, but
I respect that.
Listen, as a woman, black, white, green, or orange, right? I know y'all want to know. We'll leave it a mystery.
You're obsessed with knowing your identity. You're freaking Banksy of the.
You're Charlie.
I'm every woman.
She is Charlie.
I'm
every woman.
Every woman. Good morning, angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning, angels. So here's, I agree with you. I always tend to lean towards the woman, and women that are actual victims of abuse, domestic violence, all those things. My heart goes out to you. I'm team you. I am you. I've been there. I've not been there. You know what I'm saying? So I just like the truth. If that really did happen, I wanted her to post concrete proof, and she didn't. So I just don't want to attack this man and label him an abusive person if it's not true. She didn't post any receipts that would make me say, okay, Claudia really was abused. A picture of a broken toilet, that could have came from anywhere. The emails prove nothing. Bruises could have happened yesterday. We don't know.
And my thing is right now with what's going on in this country, Black men have enough stuff to have to worry about on the regular basis. So as a Black woman or woman, period, like, let's not bring them down. They already have knees on their necks. Let's not put more on their back than they need to. I don't know what happened. I can't say if she's telling the truth or not, but I just feel like Black men have enough going on right now than for us to bring them down.
Absolutely. And Monique, you're 100% right. But I think that at the end of the day, when it comes to abuse, she has nothing to gain by posting about it. Because the vile comments that people are going to write in her, oh, you're a liar. And again, I've experienced 1% of that, and it's very damaging. And I know that there's no way to prove, how can she really prove she was abused? Yes, we had Rihanna and Chris Brown. She had a photo, but if you don't have a photo, there's really no way to, and I don't know Claudia Jordan. I don't know Medina Islam, but I always try to trust the victim. And that's all I can say about it. Cause I don't know what went down between them. And it doesn't really matter because she's really not a housewife, but at the end of the day, she has nothing to gain by lying. I mean, a couple interviews where she has to relive trauma.
Yeah, but she always comes out when it seems to have some connection to do, because Medina is currently dating Phaedra Parks. When Phaedra was dating that DJ Tone, it's the same thing. She was in my inbox immediately. Girl, you need to go look up his baby mamas. He has 50 million baby mamas who of course she's friends with, right? She's always friends with somebody or connected to something. And I got the DMs. Let me go screenshot them real quick before she deletes them.
You bet her.
Yeah, she goes, girl, you need to go find the baby mama because he's a horrible person. He don't pay his child support. It's always something. It's like, why do you care?
Richie, you're killing me.
He's not with your friend anymore. Girl, you weren't in the relationship when he was with your friend. He may have changed. That's my issue with Claudia Jordan. She's like a clout chaser. I can't stand it.
I've met her before, and she was really, really nice. So I hope that she's not lying, because she was really nice when I met her. She was very, very nice.
Exaggerating a little bit, I don't know.
Right. But what clout is she gaining? I don't know. People say clout chaser, but what is she? People always throw that word around, and I've been called that word regularly. And I'm like, what clout? Just because you're on an article doesn't give you anything.
There's a million articles now about her being an abused victim of this man, Medina Islam. So she's back in the press again. She sued the Price is Right.
From that? But I don't know. I kind of disagree because I don't think there's anything to gain by being in those articles. That's not going to get you a job. No producer is going to call you when you're looking bad in the press.
And she does have her own show. So it's not like she is working right now. She has her own show. So, I mean, I don't know. I liked her when I met her. I hope she's not. I hope it didn't happen, but I also hope she's not lying. I don't know.
I just want to know the truth. What is the truth? That's all I want to know.
Oh.
And it lies somewhere in between her version of events and his version of events. But like you said, Black men right now in this country are under attack.
Yeah.
They're being, beat up by the police. Right now is not the time, Claudia. Leave Mike Tyson alone. Leave Medina alone. Maybe she should have addressed this at a different time. That's all I'm saying.
But maybe we should address how Phaedra be pulling the men in. I mean, Phaedra be okay. I am not mad at Phaedra. Her dating life is amazing.
Or not.
Or
Richie
not.
doesn't think it's real, but Richie doesn't.
No one thinks it's real.
I don't watch.
I mean, listen, they're on that show and they're faking it for a check. That's what I think. And if you really watch the show, you'll know exactly what
I'm about to binge watch this weekend. More to come on Monday.
Just fast forward through their scenes.
Remember when Amber and Jim were on Marriage Boot Camp?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. I can not stand that Jim.
Oh, God. No comment. You're trying to set me up, John Yates. Take
the bait. Take it.
Jim's my little buddy. Jim has done me a solid a couple of times. He's really come through with the receipts for that show, so I'm not going to say nothing about him. He's paid a few bills. He's paid a few bills over at allaboutthetea.com, so I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Wait, you said Phaedra will take pictures with your man and make believe they're dating. See Shamar Moore. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, she has a history of doing that. Phaedra now. I love Phaedra. She's great, but Phaedra is shady. Phaedra is what they call fraudra. That's her nickname. Fraudra. Yeah, Phaedra is shady, but she makes good TV. She makes good TV. Okay, guys, we got another super chat from Orphic. Thank you so much for the $5.
Thank you, Orphic.
It's exhausting, I agree, to watch at points. She's always moving like she's on a sugar rush. So true.
Is that what they're calling it now?
I was going to say, is that why she's running to the bathroom? I don't know.
Okay.
I guess. Maybe.
Sugar.
All right, y'all. I had so much fun today.
I did too. What a good idea to cancel this now before we get into any more trouble.
I know.
I'm with you on that.
Screenshots of Claudia's DMs too. So. Yeah, exactly. Maybe we should sign off now. But today's show was another, round of laughs and fun. I love you guys so much for listening and tuning in with us and hanging with us. I want everyone out there to stay safe and be blessed. And again, thank you for listening. We love you all. Bye, y'all. Bye. Amir's frozen. Are you frozen, Amir?
Yes.
That's a good freeze. He looks so good there.
And again, also thanks to everyone that gave us super chats. We appreciate it. Thank you for listening.
I think Amir's talking to Andy on Grindr right now.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.